Alright, so let's talk about mathematics. So if you have been following us from the mentorship class, we have discussed a lot in mathematics, so make sure you are following us so that you won't miss. So in the live class, we discussed a very crucial topic, which is we did indices, logarithm and surd, which I uploaded the video. Indices, and logarithm. I uploaded the video, but in this video we did something spectacular and peculiar in the live class, and I won't want you to miss it. That is why I'm sending it in the recorded class. So the topic is Jamb is already bringing it in. So the topic is modular arithmetic, and we must not use it to play. We must not joke with it. Modular arithmetic. So modular arithmetic. In modular arithmetic, we are talking about how things goes in cycles. How things goes in what? Cycles. So it's just your basic normal addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division. But in this case, you are looking at how they cycle, how they count in cycles. For example, you can be asked in your JAMB that what is 4 mod 3. So what would be the answer to 4 in mod 3? What does this mean? This simply means that you should count 4 in the cycles of 3. So, and how do you do this? Normally, you are meant to draw the cycle. Then you represent your number. So each is always starting from 1, then 2, then can we find 3 in mode 3? No. So it's starting from 0. Then it goes to 1, then it goes to 2. So this 4 in mode 3 simply means we should count in cycles 4 times. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, that means you are getting 1. I hope you see what I did. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, you are getting 1. So this simply means 4 in mode 3 is what? Is actually going to be 1. So what's a better way of doing this? There's a better way of doing this. So what is the better way of doing this? So look at this. 4 in mode 3 is equals to, you divide 4 by 3. What will you get? 1 remainder 1. So in modulus, we deal with the remainder. So 4 in mode 3 is equals to what? Is equals to 1, because we have a remainder. So what you write in modulus is the remainder. It's the remainder you write in what? In modulus. So no matter the modulus they want you to solve, how to work out, you should be able to get your answer. So take note, in modulus, all this your plus sign will not be represented by ordinary plus. You have to circle it to show that what? It is modulus. Minus is circled to show that it is modulus. Then multiplication is circled to show that it is modulus. Then division is circled to show that it is modulus. So take note of that. So now let's consider what of if we now have something like minus 4 in mod 3. How do we do that? Minus 4 in mod 3. What you're supposed to do for this is that what? You add 3 till you get the first positive number. So it will be minus 4 add 3, which will be minus 1, right? Minus 1 add 3, which will be 2. So minus 4 in mod 3 is what? Is 2. Is 2. If you want to confirm, you can draw your circle. But in your circle, you are meant to count what? Backward. You are meant to count, because negative number means anti-clockwise. So you are meant to count backwards. So if you have 0, 1, 2, this is your mode, right? So this is your mode like a clock. So you are counting backward, not forward. Anti-clockwise. That's the meaning of minus. So you are counting 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see it. So it is 2. Can you see that? Very, very explanatory and clear. So that's it. It's very, very simple. This topic is very, very simple, but if you didn't pay attention, you might not get it. So anything they give you, just make sure you are getting the mode of that thing. That's it. In fact, it's very simple to add, subtract, divide, and multiply in modular arithmetic. So for example, if I want to do 4 plus 3, but I have to give the mode 4. So 4 plus 3 in mode 4. I will add normally. 4 plus 3 is what? 7, right? So then I will find the 7 in what? In mode 4. It's as simple as that. How will I find 7 in mode 4? I gave you the shortcut. Divide is 4. Divide is 7 by 4 and write the remainder. So 7 divided by 4 is what? It's 1 remainder 3. So the answer to 7 mode 4 is 3. 7 mode 4 is equals to 3. Can you see that? So that's all about the levels that JAMB will get to for you for modular arithmetic. So then the next thing I'll be talking about in this video, because I've done indices and logarithm, you can go to the previous class. We only have to solve past questions for that now. Then I want to do sort so that we'll be able to look at all those past questions together in class. So for sort, we have some rules of sort that you must follow. If you don't follow those rules, you might not get your answers. So what are the rules of sort? So the first rule of sort is that if you are multiplying root A by root A, your final answer is what? Write one of them, A. That's a very crucial rule in sort. Just pick one of them inside A. So you cannot add root of different sort. For example, root n plus root n. It's not possible for you to add it. They are not like sort, so you can't add it. So it's not possible. It's not equals to root mn. But root m multiplied by root n is actually equals to what? Root mn. Can you see that? So root m divided by root n is actually going to be equals to root m over n. Can you see that? Very simple. Sort is very simple. And the most important thing in sort is that you should know how to rationalize. So I'm going to teach you rationalization. Very, very simple. So what is rationalization? You want to take the root away from the denominator. That is rationalization. You want to take the root away from the denominator. So whenever you want to do that, you do what? You rationalize. You rationalize. So whenever you want to take the root away from the denominator, you do what? You rationalize. For example, if we have 1 over root A, what will be the answer? You multiply the denominator by root A, you multiply the denominator by root A. Same value. So what will be the answer? Your answer will be root A over A. Don't forget that rule I taught you from the beginning. Root A times root A is right one of them. So I've taken what? Root away from the denominator. I don't want to see root from the denominator. That's rationalization. It's as simple as that. So, for example, if you are given 3 over root 3, rationalize. What will you do? You multiply it by root 3, you divide it by root 3. So what will be your answer? 3 root 3 over 3. 3 cancels 3. Your answer is what? Root 3. Can you see that? Perfect. Okay, so we have what? Another aspect of rationalization, which is called what? Conjugation. So conjugate is like when you now have when you have two values at the denominator that you want to take away. Two values. One is what? One has roots and one doesn't have roots. For example, if you have a over b plus root c, what will you apply to take this b plus root c away from the denominator? You will apply the conjugation method. That is why they call it conjugate. So what will you do? You multiply the denominator and numerator by this same value, but you will change the sign. That is here. So what we have here, we have multiplied by b minus root c divided by b minus root c. What did I do? I picked the same value, I changed the sign that is at the middle to minus. The sign in front of root must change whenever you are conjugating. So take note of that. That is just it. For example, if they ask me to conjugate 3 over 2 plus root 4, what will I do? Very simple. I will multiply by 2 minus root 4 over 2 minus root 4. You can see that it's very simple. Very simple. So what will I now do now? 3 open bracket 2 minus root 4, then divided by. Now look at what you will do here. Whenever you get to this bottom, what you will do to make your work easier, you don't need to expand. You're supposed to expand now. Just take one of these values, first put minus here, then take one of these two values, square them. So if I square 2, I will get 4. If I square root 4, what will I get, class? So take note, whenever you square a square root, you will get that answer. For example, square root of 2 squared. The square will cancel the square root, so you get 2. So this square root of 4 is actually going to be what? It's actually going to be 4. Can you see? So the final answer to all these questions, because 4 minus 4 is 0, will be what? 0. Something over 0 is what? Is it something over 0 is 0 or infinity? So it's not going to be what? It's not going to be possible, right? So that is how to solve conjugation. That is how to solve conjugation. So I hope you understand this class perfectly. So we will be meeting again in the next class to continue with the mathematics. So thank you.